and Dr. King and Sojourner Truth and even Reverend Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Let's not kid ourselves. Obama became president because Jesse ran for president and laid the pathway to see the possibilities. And I just really encourage, a lot of these, strong soldiers that are coming up, know the history of people who have been engaged in this for a long time and really put not only their paper on the line, but put their lives on the line to be about this.
That's
and
right.
Damon, you one of them, and you have been an unbelievable brother during this entire fight, standing tall and firm. The entire Westchester Guardians Association, you brothers and sisters were doing things when people were afraid to do them.
Thank you, brother. But we following your lead, brother, man. Listen, man, I learned a lot from you, man. And when you told me to get out there and speak that truth, I did it. And many times you came to Westchester a couple of times when we were talking about oversight and talking. You and Mark Claxton came up to Westchester, man, and we lit it up, but we're still fighting that fight, and there's a lot of protest profiteers, that have come along and they're profiting from a lot of the groundwork that you did with 100 Blacks in law enforcement, you did with the Grand Council of Guardians, and now you took it to the next level when you talked about this back in the 90s, that we need to take it to the next level, and talking and dealing with legislation and dealing on the political level to make that change. And you set the blueprint for a lot of brothers that came out of law enforcement, a lot of brothers that were Black activists, law enforcement activists. You're still setting the blueprint because you're going to be mayor, and you're still setting the blueprint for us, to look at, say, look what Eric has done. We can do that too, even if we don't get that high, we could find our niche, in this Black activist circle, and make a change, brother. And I thank you for that, man, because you taught me a lot.
Thank you.
You definitely taught me a lot, man. And it's good to have you on the show, and to push you.
And I feel like I know you because he quotes you so often. I feel like I already know you. Like, I'm always hearing, Eric said, like, so even though this is the first time I meet you, I feel like I know you already.
Yeah, we learn from each other, man. We learn from each other.
That's right. Even to man, going plant-based, brother. I saw you, man, and you see all the books I got back here, man.
I see that. I was looking.
I'm a dean, brother, and even that, I saw what you did, in changing your life and changing and reversing diabetes and reversing chronic illness, man. And I did the same, brother. I did the same, man. And you still setting the standards, still even health and wellness, brother. You still setting the standards. And, I'm just following your lead, man. And a lot of brothers and sisters is following your lead also, man.
I appreciate it. I'm looking at those good books you have. I got to send you a copy of my book.
Yeah, you definitely got it. Yeah, I got one coming out too, man. I got to send you a copy too. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Black men, let me tell you something. And I'm just trying to keep it real because this is Black Westchester.
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking at people. I'm just sharing my journey because I am the poster child for screw ups. So I am in no place to dictate to people, but I just want to let people know the failures I've made, and I'm just honest with myself. And we have to really tackle this health thing because we can't walk around with saying Black Lives Matters, eating the slave master's food, and knowing that it causes these chronic diseases. Liberation is real. Liberation is not, I'm going to be liberated on this. I'm not going to be liberated on that. And I'm just having a real family conversation. And, when I woke up that day, Brother Damon and AJ, I couldn't see the clock, man. Doctor told me, Eric, you're going to be blind in a year. And I was getting tingling in my fingers and toes. And he was just like nonchalant. Listen, you're going to lose some fingers, you're going to lose some toes, and eventually you're going to have to go on dialysis. And I got to put you on medicine. And I could have easily succumbed to that and said that, okay, you know what, this is my fate. But how do I fight against police brutality, but I don't fight for my body? And
That's
so
right.
the same level of energy I brought to fight against racism, I said, listen, man, I'm fight for myself. And, you know, to go and make that diet change. And, you know, in 3 weeks, my sight came back. 3 months, my nerve damage went away. My diabetes went in remission. I had an ulcer. The ulcer went away. My high blood pressure normalized. My cholesterol normalized. No medicine. Come on, man. We are rolling our elders to dialysis 3 days a week, 3 hours a day. They are just pumping our family members with drugs. Let me tell you something. The real drug dealer is not the guy with blue jeans on the corner selling crack. It's the three-piece suit pharmaceutical company. They have our families hooked on drugs, man. You're never off drugs.
That's right.
And so, you know, when you see Black men saying we're going to take control of our health, that scares white America. That terrifies them, because now you're no longer on the food plantation. You're no longer part of their economics. That's why they're fighting so hard, not to really have healthy food in our community. So, you know, I take my hat off to you, and we need to just keep lifting up brothers in particular. Because listen, let's be real. Sisters are coalescing. They have these groups together. They hang out. They show each other so much love. They got these support groups. You know, what do we have?
Exactly.
America's #1 plan is breaking Black boys so they can become broken adolescents and become broken adults and become part of the broken system. America's plan all across this country, it's about how do we break Black boys so they grow up to be broken Black men.
That's right. That's right. That's right, brother. And man, listen, we get ready to set it off right now, because you're running for mayor of one of the greatest cities on the planet. And you're coming in with the consciousness, right? You're coming in with Black conscience. You're coming in with health conscience. You come with economic conscience. Do you feel that there is pushback because of your consciousness and what you have stood for in the past and what you stand for now, Brooklyn Borough President? Because, you know, I've seen you put gardens on top of rooftops. So dude, I'm like, look at my brother, man. He's doing it. You know, I've seen you do these things. I was just listening to a conference online. You was online. It was like, he's going to be the first plant-based vegan mayor of New York, right? I'm listening. I'm like, damn, Eric's everywhere, man. He's everywhere, you know. But with all that you're doing, brother, you know, is there a political pushback, you know, to keep you out of that seat because the good that you're going to do for the average person, not just Black people, because one of the politicians, Adam Clayton Powell, said, if you lift Black people up, you lift America up.
That's right.
Right. So if you're doing that, you're in the process of doing that, you know, do you see political pushback to keep you out of City Hall?
Listen, brother, you know, you hit it on the head, and I am not fighting against the scene. I'm fighting against principalities. I'm fighting against, you know, the unknowns, and I can't get here if I'm not walking in the spirit of the ancestors, because I have defied all logic, and there's no way I should be right here at this level. You know, I'm walking in the spirit right now. You know, these are not my talents. These are not my skills. I'm walking in the spirit right now, and I'm clear on that. And the only way I'm going to